Current regulations do not consider the combined effects on health of multiple air pollutants emitted from multiple sources. Rather, they look at each source separately. In reality, people breathe in air that contains a mixture of multiple pollutants from multiple sources. In order to protect health, we need regulators to consider the combined impacts of all pollution sources in a community and make decisions accordingly. That is why we need cumulative impact assessments. People living in communities with multiple sources of air pollutants, for example, several manufacturing or industrial facilities and heavily trafficked roads, are exposed to many different pollutants from many different sources. Those pollutants combine in the air with the result that residents are breathing air that contains a mixture of different pollutants, many with known health risks. Right now, when regulators issue operating permits to a facility that produces air pollutants, they do not consider whether sources of pollution are being emitted from other places in the same area. Each of those sources of pollution contribute to the overall level of air pollution and to the complex mixture of air pollutants. As a result, people living in communities with many emission sources are breathing in air with overall higher levels of any given pollutant than the level permitted at any one source. They are also breathing air with many different pollutants. Those pollutants can interact with each other to become more harmful than they would be on their own, in much the same way that taking multiple prescription medications creates the potential for dangerous interactions between those medications. Prescription medications have warning inserts that advise against taking them with other medications that can cause dangerous interactions. Those warnings allow doctors and their patients to make informed choices about whether to take those medications together. We do not have the choice about whether we breathe the air, regardless of the levels or mixtures of pollutants it contains. Rather, we rely on our state regulators, such as the Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy, to make decisions about permits to release pollutants. In order to assure that the air we breathe is safe, those regulators need to consider the combined impacts of multiple pollutants from multiple sources. Cumulative impact assessments provide the information needed to guide those decisions. Younger children, pregnant people, elders, and those with asthma or other chronic heart or lung conditions are likely to experience more severe health effects than others when exposed to air pollutants. Currently, permit decisions do not consider whether there are large numbers of children or elders or people with pre-existing health problems living near facilities that are requesting permits to release air pollution. Regulations that center on protecting health must consider the combined effects of multiple pollutants from multiple sources and be designed to protect the health of those who are most likely to be harmed from breathing those pollutants. Cumulative impact assessments provide information that considers the overall accumulation of pollutants in an area and their impacts on those who are likely to suffer the greatest harm. They are a necessary tool for regulatory decisions that protect the health of all Michiganders.
You have the right to breathe clean air. For more information, go to michiganej.org/clean air report.